A rainy day allowed us to be a little lazy today, but it also gave us the time to plan out what we're doing this fall. And I'm sure you're going to be excited about what exactly it is that we're doing, because there will be plenty of things that are for you. Hey folks, welcome to Life on Beagle Road. It literally just stopped raining, so I was gonna make this video and now it's pouring again. Even prior to COVID, Kenny had decided that this past spring was going to be his last season coaching soccer. And the reason for that was just being gone lots of nights and weekends and missing out on what the kids want to do. You know, and me taking them to all of that stuff. Just me. 3 kids. You can imagine how that works out. Well, that led Robbie to think about trying something new himself. So he's gonna be running cross country this year.
I went on a 2-mile run, and then halfway through I got caught in the rain. So my dad came back and picked me up.
Kenny also has lots of woodworking projects to keep him busy well into what would have been soccer season.
No.
Let's take a look at some goats while we're down here. Some of the things that we're making time for this fall include live streams. We're gonna do live streams once a month, but we're also gonna do them with an agenda. So if you've got topics that you'd like to discuss, like to learn about, like to get different people's insight on, drop those topics down in the comments so we can work on fitting those into the upcoming agendas. I'm just checking Mick over for any external parasites, and plus loving on him because he's super cute. If you were following us last fall, you may remember that I did some Goat 101 classes here at our house, and we're gonna do that again this fall. We're gonna do one that's Goat 101 and just general herd maintenance, and we'll do one that is preparing your doe for kidding. We're also gonna schedule some of those same topics via Zoom so that those of you who are not local can join and have a first-hand discussion about some goat care questions as well. This next one's even going to be news to Kenny, but I am hoping to live stream some of the goat births this year as well. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that you can see when baby goats are being born. There'll be some right around Thanksgiving, so just tell your family, hey, just hold on guys, keep the turkey warm. I have goat birth to watch. This is Bruce. He looks very much like Bianca, although they are entirely unrelated, right? Right, Bruce? Some of you may have already guessed our other fall announcement that we hinted at earlier this month, last month. I don't know, all my days are running together at this point. But despite the Homesteaders of America conference being virtual this year, we are going to be speaking about goats. I wish we were all there in person. It's such a fun weekend and I so look forward to it. But I think this is going to be fun too. I've got one more thing to tell you that really will happen quite soon, but Emerson has a fun fact for you first.
So here's a fun fact. If you have 7 cats, you're gonna want to have one of these. When I feed my cat sometimes, I fill it all the way up to the top. It usually takes 3 scoops. Then it lasts them maybe 1.5 weeks, a week, or 5 days. Who's counting? Not me.
Emerson's got this down, really. If you have a lot of animals, you have to find ways to make chores faster. So basically, I've done my job as a parent. As for the fall garden, I think we're going to stick to beets, lettuce, and of course our pumpkins that are already growing. We'll have so much going on with the goats. Obviously the kids will be back in school, at least for a while. I don't know, there's a lot of questions. But I want to make sure that we're not overwhelming ourselves with the garden. So I'm going to stick to some simple things and start to get the other beds ready for winter. Get some alpaca poop in there, some compost, and then cover them with straw for the winter so that we are not getting weeds in there. Might do some winter cover crops. It just really depends what the time looks like. We will also be winterizing the chicken coop. That will be super exciting. I'm gonna add some like fun, pretty stuff too, in addition to winterizing it. So stay tuned for that. Kenny has a trip coming up soon. I know it's usually me that takes off and leaves, but Kenny is going to help some fellow homesteaders who are also on YouTube do some work on the house that they are building. Stay tuned for that. And if you have not been to the Homesteaders of America conference and want to know what it's all about, come check out this video. You will see what a blast we had there last year.